I'll start with this. This is, again, was totally open. It went straight down to the valves, and that was it. I put in this shelf, and I also put in this shelf. Both of them are labeled as to the location of the fact that there's a through hull here, and at this angle I can't get it in, but you go ahead and you put this in.
That's the through hole.
And you just kind of move one of these hoses a little bit, and it sets in there really nice. You can get at the through hulls usually without doing anything except reaching down here. And once you learn which one is which, you know which one to turn off by feel. Otherwise, you take all of this out and you pull this shelf out, and then you have complete access.
Okay, I don't see the lever for.
Well, there's 3 of them there.
Oh, there's
3. And you don't count this because that's the pump. But they're back there.
Oh yeah, I see head. One says head.
And if you
on
want, I can take this stuff out and show you.
That's okay.
And I'll just put this in here so that you can turn
know
those.
that they're in there.
Yeah. Okay. Faucet, nice and shiny, with chrome. This is. You never put toilet paper in the head.
In the head, okay.
Doesn't work.
What do you do with it?
Right there.
Oh, okay.
You roll it up right, like you do in Europe, you know.
Yeah.
So this is nice and new.
Mm-hmm.
White instead of brown streaks. And if you shine it in there, you can take a look and you can see that there is a valve, a breaker valve there.
Yeah.
Air gap so that you don't siphon water in.
Yeah, siphon bag, yeah.
And then further on down, there's a filter for the intake on the toilet. It's circular, disc shaped.
Yeah.
Okay. That should be changed once every season.
Is it the
two.
pump guard?
Yeah, pump guard, right.
Yeah.
Every season or two. You know, I would say this season, do it. I've already done it, but just do it so you know what's involved with it. And that just keeps the seaweed and the Sargassum from going inside. You got lots of storage back up in here for vitals, emergency supply, in case you get some bad Bahamian food, and things that you don't use that often, but you don't want to waste that space. So that space is accessible there. So yeah, so we pick up that space. The other bottom shelf, we've picked up the space there. And then I built this so that we can make use of the space in here. Extra rolls of toilet paper, whatever you want, because it just wasn't any storage space.
Yeah. That's the only storage right there that Catalina provided.
I just to make sure I got another first aid kit. If this is left open, strangely enough, what happens is your little trays that you have your makeup and your stuff in like that, and your warm milk temperature things
Gets wet.
It fills up with water because the water comes here, it drains down here, and then it falls into here and fills this up. So, and this is one that you always leave open. This is the head and everything else, and you forget about it. And then the rainstorm comes in the middle of the night, and then next morning you find out, oh, I should have remembered that. So I'm not going to say I told you so, but that's what's going to happen.
Right there.
Okay.
Yeah, we know.
Shower. I'm going to step in the shower. I'll keep my clothes on, and you can shine the light. Come in here. Come there. And here, well, let Amanda come in. She wants to see me, I'm sure. Okay. We have this great shower head. You will think it's leaking and dripping after you turn it off, but that's because it's got a little anti-siphon feature, and the water that's trapped in there drains out automatically. So don't worry if you see a little drip after you turn the shower off. I think it says right up. The shower has, yeah. This is a access port that I had to put in one time to work with the vent, and you can get some access to this right through here.
What is that access?
This is the vent for the black water tank. And I had to something was plugged, and I had to work my way around, and it was miserable. But
The black water tank's behind that wall.
yeah. Now, to really get better access than just this, we have right here. This is your tank.
There's the tank.
If it's bulgy, it's full.
Okay.
And if you haven't had it pumped out and you can't get it pumped out, you wait till midnight and you dump it, but you don't let it get too bulgy, okay?
Okay. What is it, plastic?
It's plastic.
Okay.
Down here, just for convenience sake, I have a little bit of engine oil, a little bit of coolant, and some smelly stuff for the tank.
Oh, is that how you treat the tank?
Yeah, I pour it in there and you flush it in a tablespoon. It's a RV holding tank solution. Smells like Alsatian nuns or something. I don't know. What else do we got to say here? Nothing much to say except if you really need access, you take these screws out and they're all along in here. You take the screws out and this whole panel comes off. So, for instance, I had to do that when I installed this. This was installed last year. That has to be, so you've got good access. Maybe not originally, but you do now.
What are these for?
Oh, washcloths. They dry.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't say they're handholds.
Yeah, I thought that was
They're not
odd.
screwed in or anything like that. They get ready. And finally, this is a bifold door. It's easy enough to understand.
Is there a breaker for the shower sump?
Yes, there is. And I'll show you.
So we take a shower, we need to make sure that's
Right,
on.
and you turn it on, and it goes. I really like these grates on here. They're not standard, but
Oh, okay. I wondered about that. I like those too.
these guys did a very thorough job. I was wondering if they were going to catch that. That's the pump and the float switch, and it floats. And then after you've pumped it, and you can tell by the pitch it stopped. If for instance the float stuck or something, you can tell by the pitch that it's going to pump no more. Take a sponge and sponge that out. It just keeps things fresh and nice. If there's no water sitting there, particularly if Adam uses it. Okay. Put those in. I thought those looked nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look nice, don't they?
What do you use those for, towels? And
Yeah,
stuff?
towels and stuff to dry. Foul weather gear, whatever's drippy, you hang it there.
Okay. And a fan even in here.
And we got a fan up here. Yes, indeed. And a fair amount of light. I have a couple of replacements on these light fixtures. They periodically go bad. It's nothing unusual. It just happens.
It's much nicer than the Spencefield shelter.
Yeah. You wanna hit
How's this
stop
compare to
on
your